The Children's Bible, Numbers 10 through 11. The Departure from Sinai. It came to pass on the 20th day of the 2nd month of the 2nd year after the children of Israel had left Egypt, that the cloud was taken up from over the tabernacle. So the children of Israel journeyed out of the wilderness of Sinai. The ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them to show them where they should stop. And the cloud came to rest in the wilderness of Paran, 3 days' journey from Mount Sinai. There the children of Israel complained again and said, Who shall give us food to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat freely in Egypt. We remember the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlics. But now there is nothing but this manna for us to eat. And Moses heard the people's cries, and the anger of the Lord was greatly kindled. Moses also was displeased, and he said to the Lord, Why have you laid the burden of this people upon me to bring them to the land which you promised to their fathers? Where will I find food to give to all of them? For they are weeping and saying to me, Give us food to eat. I cannot bear this burden alone. I pray you to kill me and save me from my misery. And God said, Gather 70 men of the elders of Israel, and bring them to the tabernacle to stand there with you. I will come down and talk with you there, and I will make them share the burden of the people, so that you no longer bear it alone. And say to the people, You shall eat meat, not for 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, nor 10 days, nor 20 days, but for a whole month, until you are bursting with it, and begin to hate it. And Moses answered the Lord, saying, The people number 600,000, and you have said you will give them meat to eat for a whole month? Shall the flocks be slaughtered, or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered, so as to be enough for them? And God said, Has the Lord's power decreased at all? You shall see now whether my word shall be carried out or not. Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord, and gathered the 70 men of the elders. And the Lord sent forth a wind, and brought quails from the sea. He let them fall by the camp, about a day's journey on one side, and about a day's journey on the other side, all around the camp. And the people went out, and gathered the quails all that day, and all that night, and all the next day. The least that anyone gathered was about a bushel. But even while they were eating the quails, the Lord struck the people with a terrible plague, and many of them died, and were buried in that place.